What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Football with Coach Chip. This is episode number 12. Today we're going to talk about the power blocking scheme. You can reach me at siegel.chip@gmail.com or on Twitter at Chip Siegel, and it's also Chip Siegel on Facebook. Tremendous outpouring of likes and subscriptions. Hey, share this. like I said, I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time. Today we're going to be talking about the power blocking scheme. Now, we did cover this a little bit a while back and just going over different types of blocking schemes, but I really wanted to get into in depth with it and talk more about it, and also talk about some of the things you can do off of it. You can see them over here behind me, and we'll check those off the list as we go. Basic power blocking, everybody knows it. It's older than I am, okay? And I'm 7 years away from Medicare. So you got a down block, and this is doing it the way we do it, usually without a tight end, okay? Now, what I do, it varies. What I'm gonna try to do in the spring, and then we'll see how it goes. If we got a 3 tech here or a 2, we're gonna come off and attack him and get a double team. Now, it's kind of a chip double team. I don't mean that punny about my name being Chip. And his eyes, his whole body blocking the crap out of this cat right here, but his eyes looking in the A gap. And when something shows, whether it's this guy firing or this guy scraping downhill, the wheel scraping downhill, he'll come off of that double team, boom, and get that A gap. Okay, that's what we try to do. And it varies from year to year. Sometimes we just got a great tackle here and he can wipe out a 3 tech by himself. Sometimes we have a guard that just can't master this chip off technique, and it's a little different, I think, than most people have done. It's just something I've picked up. It's one of them deals like an old saying. You've been saying it so long, you forget who you stole it from. Okay, so that's what we're talking about right here. And if you got any questions about that, hit me up, siegel.chip. I've got several of y'all I've been talking to, or hit me up on Twitter. You can private message me on Twitter, or you can hit me up on Facebook. All right, the center, of course, his rule is man back. He's going to block back right here. And this guy, we've said before, is going to do a gap flip, okay, a gap twist. And first things first, remember it's a progression. He's going to check the gap. If there's a 3 here, he's got to get it. If there's a firing backer here, he's got to pick him up. First threat. But let's just say, it's not a blitzing down or whatever. He's going to make sure this guy can't run the play down from behind. Okay, so you got a gap flip on the backside. Now the backside guard, is going to skip pull. We skip pull, it's a karaoke step. Not enough room here to show you. He's going to come right here, eyes staying flat to the line of scrimmage, eyes right there, and he's going to hug that down block. Literally, we call that the rump line. The rump. He wants to be brushing up against that tackle's backside. Okay, and we don't have to make him fit up in here because of the chip technique, taking away the A gap right there, the guard chipping off. And when he comes around, eyes inside. Eyes inside. And we've talked before, we're going to read him, okay? And we won't get into that right now, but y'all go back and look how we read him on the backside for an RPO. All right, eyes inside, looking for scraping backer. Also this, aiming point. Aiming point, aiming point, aiming point. He wants to try to get that guy on his inside. So if I'm the linebacker and I'm coming right here, he wants to attack me here. Because if he attacks me here, you say, we can bounce it then. But a good backer may be able to get underneath that. So attack here, okay? And that's like salt, as I said before, season to taste. But you want to look inside and get that. Right here on basic power, J block, dig him out, boom, press the A, boom, right there, and there's your handoff. Now, this is the Swiss Army knife of any run game or even passing game. All right, let's forget about the backfield action. Let's go back to it right here. And we want to do this, same front. And if you don't understand for whatever reason, and you want to see it against the odd front, we can do that too. I'll send it to you. All right, same blocking, guys and gals. Same blocking. Boom. Forget the action. Okay, so we just did power game. All right, we want to run a read. I say put him in pistol, or you can offset him to the right. I'm not talking about reading backside, now I'm talking about reading front side, like almost like a veer. I call him a tailback. Got your H right here, or you can put your H out here, or you can do it 2 by 2. Now here's why. Now if you put it right here, you may get this guy thinking he's going to kick me. So what we're going to do, we're going to come right here and get the first thing that shows. Could be the dog, could be a safety screaming down, whatever it is. And you're going to attack right here. You're going to put the ball, it's like reading the veer. He's going to read the defensive end. Instead of kicking him, we're going to read him. If he runs up the field, we're going to give. He's going to hug those down blocks just like the guard did. And it's almost like the old-fashioned veer, but you got to wrap around guard leading up in there on the backer. Kind of taking the place, going to the old veer of the tight end, blocking down, and one of these guys getting the backer. We're going to wrap right here. And this is a great way to block, you know, when you got 6 on 5, okay? 6 on 5. Now, there's no RPO on it because you're facing out and you're reading right here. I'm going to tell you now, if this joker makes the play for a 4 or less, he's a pretty good football player. I'm talking about he comes right here scraping hard. He hitting that thing wide open right here. You're looking at just like old fullback dive at the wishbone or halfback dive at a split back veer. That's a good football play. Running the straight, if you're like an old school guy like me, grew up in the 70s and started coaching in the 80s and everybody was running some type of triple option, you got to love this. And you run it just like you do. And what he'll do, if the end squeezes, he'll disconnect and he's coming right here, okay? And you're getting a block right here. Now, if the dog is way out here, and this is the twist you put on it, you're getting a block here on the corner, stalk. If he gets right here and this dog runs to here, he's going on to safety. Dog comes inside, quarterback can just take the football. And there's your pitch phase of it right there. It's a bubble. It's an overhead pitch. Y'all have seen Auburn do it. You know, they're the ones that really made it popular. Something similar to this right here. I think they do it out of their zone scheme. But if you're not a good zone blocking team and you like the gap scheme, you can do this kind of stuff. And of course, on the straight power, you can read the backside in and tell him to go get Will. So you got the backside read, just like you do. And we talked about that in an episode previous as well. All right, now what else can we do? Okay. We can put the H over here. Well, we can put the H here, put him back over here. Let me stay on track. Stalk. Looking for something coming out right here. Safety coming down. Put your tail back right here. It's like a sweep action right here. And you're running sweep here. Again, you're reading the end. Quarterback takes a snap, seats the ball in his belly, in the tailback's belly, shuffle, and runs upfield because he thinks sweep. Remember we did 3-4 episodes on buck sweep. He's thinking buck sweep. Runs upfield to tackle the tailback. And episode 13, I'll find some, or 14, down the road, I'll find some of our old clips of us doing this. Right here, and boom, quarterback's keeping it. Now, you're attacking the same part of the field with a different cat. Okay, if he runs upfield, quarterback keep. If he squeezes, well-coached DN squeezes, give it, and you're running sweep. So you got your power, your straight downhill read, the sweep read, some people call it power read. And then now this is the one, if you go back and look at my one of the early episodes, you'll see where we did this thing. I called it my spinner off a jet. Watch this. Since we're blocking it that way, we'll do this right here. We'll put the H right here. Since we're blocking it to the right, and I'll leave it there. Z over here, okay? Quarterback, tailback, okay? Z comes in jet motion, boom, fake the jet, okay? Wrapping right here, boom, tailback's now kicking the end. You still got your down block. You'll see what I'm talking about? You still got your down block. You still got your wrapper. Now you've got a counter action off the jet, and you're still blocking the same scheme. So he's going to take it, stick it in, get a little shuffle, and boom, quarterback coming right here. Go back, it's episode 2 or 3. It's titled Jet Sweep Twist, and maybe the word spinner is in the title as well. And what we did with it, now you don't have to spin it. We spun it. We brought the tail back here, the Z back here, and he did this. But you can just shuffle, and run counter action in the backfield, but it's still straight power blocking up front. You're still blocking the same scheme. And so far, we have run 4 different actions in the backfield. Now this is one I almost jumped ahead on us on right here. All right, we'll keep going to the right again, since I already got it drawn up that way. Okay, let's put Z out here. Widen that dog a little bit. All right, going to snap the ball to the quarterback. This is upside down option that Florida kind of made popular a few years back. H is coming right here. Again, we're reading that end. Okay, we're reading that end. If he runs up field, shuffle to H, just shuffle pass it. If the end squeezes, boom, quarterback then goes right here and runs option off next man it shows, dog, or whoever. See, you got an upside down option. You got your first option here, read the end squeezes, quarterback keeps, nobody shows, quarterback goes. Somebody comes to quarterback, pitch. Now what I would do if I didn't have a good blocking Z, and most of them aren't, slot guy, bubble him and see if that dog won't run with him, because we bubble a lot off our play action, off of our RPO game and all. And so if they're conscious of the bubble, he may run his butt out of here, and you got a quarterback keeper right here. Okay, so that's pretty good football play. So you got the shuffle pass. Now I like this one too. And again, we do this. Are y'all fine? I wish y'all could talk to me. Tell me whether or not I done got too busy up here on the screen. I'm up here on the board. We're going to run option off a jet look, blocking it the same way. We're still blocking right here, okay? This is what's sweet about it. So I had a guy, good friend of mine, he's down with the Jaguars in Jacksonville now, and we were coaching together. He goes, well, I want to do this, this, and this in the backfield. And I said, that's fine. I said, I don't care what you do back there, okay? Don't mess with my guys up front. We can do it. If you can teach these cats to do it, and I know a lot of coaches, what they say is, these guys will figure it out because they got a chance to run the football, okay? So if they're going to figure it out and you can do stuff with them from week to week, you can give different wrinkles to the linebackers and the DBs by doing different actions back here, okay? But keeping everything consistent up on the front. Now here's what I was talking about running a true option. You got your Z out here. He gives your jet, fake the jet, boom, and then you're coming right here, and you got option back here. Okay, again, read the end. If the end squeezes, quarterback's going to keep and come out here and pitch on the outside backer or the safety, whoever comes. Okay? All right, if the end runs up field, quarterback's running power with the guard leading for him, wrapping around for him. So it's a quarterback power. You get this action right here, and he runs up the field, quarterback keep, quarterback power. So right there, y'all, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays off one blocking scheme. Okay, now with little wrinkles, once the kids get this down pat. All right, I done got kind of busy up here on you and cluttered, so let's redo it. Okay, so that's 6 plays right there without changing a thing on the offensive line. And again, that's what you're looking for, especially if you're a youth league guy, rec league kind of guy, coaching. You want to keep it simple for them, okay? Junior high, And of course, I coach varsity football, at a pretty high level of, success with our bunch here in Lynette. And we do this. We do a lot of this stuff because it's just makes it easy. It's all about reps. It's not about proving how smart you are. Oh, look at me, I can run all these different things. Okay? Now, if you want to impress folks that don't even know, that think they know, you start doing different stuff in the backfield and keeping all this crap up front simple, they're going to think you're the second coming of Newt Brockney. All right, now the other one I want to show you is a play action pass pro protection, using the same scheme, the power scheme. So what are you talking about? How are you going to do that? Again, you teach the kids. All right, block down, and they got to be taught OTL on the line. Know that it's a pass. Okay. Now what I do on this is he blocks down or you can do what we said a while ago on the run. You can come right here with eyes inside, looking for this. Okay. Make sure they know OTL. Block back. Okay. Gap flip. Okay. Gap flip and run him up the field. Becomes like a high wall. Pull flat. Some of y'all saw our play action pass off of the buck in previous, I believe it was the last episode 11, where it was all videos. Pull kick. Okay, you don't have to roll out. You can do a straight play action. You can just do something like this, even, boom, and drop him straight back. It doesn't matter. Okay, but you got a nice little pocket. Now, what you do, coaching points on this. I teach those linemen, if they don't engage, like he knows he's going to have that guy. 3 steps, let's say, for whatever reason they're out here and they're in 33. Boom. If he's not engaged by 3 steps, we teach him to shuffle back and look for leakage. Shuffle back. It's a sideways thing. If you elect to block him down on that gap, on his 3rd step, no backer came, start shuffling back and looking for work. Okay? Looking for work. Get back in here, turn, look for work. Right? And see, and again, very little adjustment. Just teach the guard not to wrap. Okay? Pull flat like a long trap. Okay? And make sure they're coached up. It's OTL, don't go down the field. All right, so there's your play action pass. And of course, the first cousin of the power are the 2 counter concepts. The GT counter, which is the original one run back in the 70s and 80s by the Washington Redskins. I still say they got it. It's their version of the buck sweep, in my opinion. Okay, this is it. And we're going to close out, guys and gals. Okay, you got the one most people are running nowadays with the H. And I like the H here on the counter, and I know it because it gives more distance. Again, he's blocking down, blocking back, got a gap flip here, and dig him out because he's in the gap. All right, now this time, instead of wrapping, he's the kicker. There's your wrapper running that funnel that we talked about. There's your wrapper. All right, then you can take it. Say that end's pretty good because we're not gap flipping on him. So what we're going to do, we'll make it look just like power. Now, do the old school GT. Let your tackle become the wrapper. Let that tackle clear, and he's going to J block him, just like he does on power, and just cut him off. Or you can have him just get him deep a little bit, take a step, let him clear, and just wall him off so he can't run the play down from the backside. That's all there is to it. So that is, guys, this is the Swiss Army knife of the run game. You got 6, 7, 8, 9 different things, 6 things without changing a cockeyed thing. 6 different schemes without changing a cockeyed thing. You get 6 schemes, everything's the same. Pass pro, 1 minor adjustment, and then the 2 counters, 2 minor adjustments for a total of 9 plays, and they're almost identical, and they're easy for your kids to do. Remember what I told you about the RPOs. I think they're better with gap scheme because the backers respect pulling linebackers. Okay, that's just my opinion. So think about that. The power blocking scheme, the Swiss Army knife of the run game in football. All right, been talking football with Coach Chip, episode number 12, the power blocking scheme. Reach me at siegel.chip@gmail.com. Go down below, click on like, click on subscribe if you haven't. And if you haven't shared it, why the heck not? Okay? You can find me on Twitter at Chip Siegel and, of course, on Facebook at Chip Siegel as well. Okay? All right, as I always like to tell you, keep on jetting. In this case, keep on power scheming. And as always, be elite.